Hey, Walter, you ready for a bedtime story?
I am.
Walt, you got some protective gear on tonight?
Yes, I'm wearing my helmet and some protective eyewear.
Um, any reason that you got the protective gear on today?
Well, um, do you want to hear the story?
Sure, I'd like to hear the story.
Well, you remember you sent me to go pick up those books from the family there?
Yeah, the Barnes family. They had a bunch of books set out on their porch.
Yeah, that's right. So I went over there and I pulled in the driveway and the kids were out.
Oh, they have super nice kids.
Yeah, there was an older girl
That's Rosabella.
and she had some flowers and she asked me if I wanted to smell the flowers. So I did because I'm a gentleman.
Yeah.
And there was a cricket right on the flowers and it jumped in my ear.
Oh no, you're kidding me.
I'm not kidding. It's still in there. Listen. Can you hear it?
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem, huh?
It's a big problem. It's driving me bonkers in there.
Well, listen, I will help you get the cricket out of there, okay? Is that all that happened?
Oh no, that's not it. Then there was another boy. I think they called him Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Well, he was working on a juice box, trying to get the straw in it, and it popped in, and the juice came squirting out all over the place. I was running to try to get out of the way, but it was like a sprinkler of juice. It got all over me.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, it tasted really good. There's still some in my mustache, but I was pretty sticky for quite a while there.
Well, I sorry these things happen.
Oh, I'm not done.
Uh-oh. Then what?
Well, then there was another little boy.
I think his name's Danny.
Yeah, Danny. Freakishly strong muscles.
Really?
Yeah, he walks up and grabs that bag of books with one hand, holds it over his head, and he says, "Here's your books, bucko." The muscles on that kid.
Well, he was at least being helpful, right?
Yeah, very helpful. And then, so here's the other thing, then the mom comes to the door.
Okay.
This is very strange.
Well, what happened? What did she do?
Well, she's carrying a basket, right?
Okay.
And I'm thinking maybe she has something like a little treat or a croissant or something.
Okay.
She reaches into the basket, pulls out some pine cones, and starts throwing them at me.
The mom was throwing pine cones at you.
They were all over the place, bouncing off my head and my shoulders. I'm running all through the yard. "Lady, knock it off." I couldn't believe it. Pine cones everywhere.
Now, what would make Mrs. Barnes chase you around the yard with pine cones?
I have no idea. So then the other kid comes out.
Oh, Mina.
Yeah. Oh, that's a pretty name.
Yeah.
She came out and she says, "Mama, stop." And then the mama stopped.
Oh, this sounds like a harrowing experience.
That's exactly what it was. Harrowing.
Well, I think you're safe now, and you did get the books.
I did. And they're really good books, too.
Can we take off the helmet and the glasses? I mean, it looks good, but I think you're safe now.
Could you please? It's a little bit tight.
Okay, I got you. Let me help you out here.
Oh, I can breathe.
Let me get those. And let's check out the book you got.
I want the zoo one.
Here it is. Dear Zoo.
This looks like a goodie.
All right, let's check it out.
Oh, it's a lift-a-flap book.
All right, I'll do the flaps for you, okay?
Thank you.
Says, I wrote to the zoo to send me a pet. They sent me an...
Do I get to guess?
Yeah. What do you think's in there? On the box it says, very heavy.
Oh, I know what it is.
What is it?
It's my Uncle George.
Well, your Uncle George doesn't live at the zoo, does he?
Nobody spends a lot of time there.
I don't think they'd put your Uncle George in a box. Let me see what it says. It says, he was too big. I sent him back.
Definitely my Uncle George. He's about 11 feet tall, and his shoulders are as wide as a car.
Well, how about I do the flap and we'll see. I have a different prediction, and I am right.
Oh, it's an elephant. It's not George at all.
No, it's not. Remember, we're talking about zoo animals here. Let's see. So, they sent me a...
I'm going to go with lizard on this one.
Does that look like a lizard?
It could be a lizard, a yellow spotted lizard, maybe.
Well, it says he was too tall. I sent him back.
Maybe a snake?
Dude, are snakes tall?
Well, if they stood on their tails straight up like that, they could be tall. I'm going to predict a giraffe, and once again, I'm right. Oh, it's a giraffe.
Yeah, it's a giraffe. All right. So they sent me and then it says, he was too fierce. I sent him back.
Ah, I think I got this one. I'm going to say goldfish.
You're going to say goldfish, even though it's a box with bars.
I'm going to say goldfish. I'm sticking with it.
Dude, can you see right here? It looks like legs and a tail.
Well, goldfish, not too many people know this, are masters of camouflage.
Are they?
Hey, have you ever seen a goldfish in the forest?
No.
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
Because they're camouflaged. You can't see them. They're that good.
Once again, prediction lion, prediction correct, no goldfish. So they sent me a blank. He was too grumpy. I sent him back.
Oh, Mr. McLaren.
The gym teacher?
Yep. You ever see that guy when he hasn't had his coffee? Whoa, he's grumpy.
I have never seen Mr. McLaren grumpy. I don't even know if he drinks coffee. And does that look like Mr. McLaren?
It sure does.
It does not. Stop it. This is a double flap here. And yes, we have Mrs. McLaren. No, that's a camel. Stop it.
I was just kidding there.
Okay. So they sent me.
I know what this is.
What is it?
It's a basket of pine cones. Get my helmet.
It's not pine cones. It says he was too scary. I sent him back. That's a snake.
Oh, all coiled up there.
Yeah. So they sent me a blank. He was too naughty. I sent him back.
Maybe, let me see here. Is it you?
You think that's me?
Looks a little bit like you with the hands there. You got knuckles like that, kind of hairy and sort of kind of creepy looking. Oh, stop it. Goofball, it's a monkey. Oh, that's a lot like you, though, you have to admit.
It's a little like me, not a lot. So they sent me a blank. He was too jumpy. I sent him back.
An earthworm. Dude, earthworms don't even have legs. They can't be jumpy. I don't have legs, but watch. It's
not an earthworm.
Your finger is in my eye.
Sorry. It is jumpy.
Oh, frogs hop around, don't they?
Yes, they do. Ugh. So they thought very hard and sent me a blank. He was perfect. I kept him.
A scorpion.
Oh my gosh. You think a scorpion is a perfect pet?
Well, if you don't bother him on the backside there, that's where the danger is.
Okay. Perfect from the zoo would be
a puppy.
Exactly, a puppy. Your guesses, I have to say, were horrible today.
Well, I had pine cone thrown at me this afternoon. Maybe it jumbled up my thinking.
That's possible. I will have to talk to Mrs. Barnes and ask what the deal with the pine cones were, but I'll have to thank their kids because they gave you a very memorable afternoon, didn't they?
They sure did. They were actually quite lovely. And here's the thing. I made the whole thing up. I was just kidding.
Oh, Walter. Okay, time for sleeps. Walter, can you say goodnight?
Good night.
Good night.